Hello, and welcome back to Silent Hill F, which I'm immediately jumping back into after completing my last playthrough. I was thinking that I was going to take a shortcut for this one and load from one of my prior saves, but from trying to figure out how much new content I would miss by doing that, there was just a lot of conflicting information out there, so I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to start from the beginning again. And this time see if I can just speed run it. Maybe I can knock it down to like 3 hours, because I did look at my achievements and it looks like the only documents I may have missed, at least the ones that are tied to achievements, are the ones that are in those boxes. So I have to keep an eye out for the boxes. I don't know if I've missed any other notes besides that. And I couldn't get a straight answer, like looking around to see how many new cutscenes there are in this fourth run, or if, you know, it's all basically just kind of late game stuff. So I'm just gonna blast through it. One thing I did see, however, and I wish I freaking knew this beforehand, was that while the difficulty for the action, like the combat and everything, stacks, the puzzles don't, because the puzzles are very different according to each difficulty. So with the action, if I had played on hard mode, it'll unlock all of the difficulties under that. But for the puzzles, even though I've been playing on the hardest difficulty for that, in order to get it for the story and casual or whatever the hell the other ones are, I have to do those other levels of puzzle. So going into this, that's going to be the only thing I change. So just as a quick recap, we finished The Fox Wets Its Tail, and we're now moving into this one, my fourth playthrough, my lord, where I have to complete 2 different full endings, which I already did. I completed 3. Don't take the red capsules. I've been very good at that. This time I have to purify the sacred sword, just like I did the first time, and offer the brooch. So we're going to jump right in and get to that. So now I'll do... You know, let's do story, because I want this to go fast. And I really like this Crimson Butterfly costume. I'm sorry, I do. Oh, actually, let's read this first. According to another legend, once upon a time, a water dragon that resided here spewed poison so people would not approach. Then Inari-sama subdued the dragon and made the land hospitable again. This area also has a surprising number of onsen. There is research suggesting that the tale of the water dragon could in fact be referring to an incident where onsen water containing noxious gas spouted out the ground like a geyser. I feel this theory is the most likely. Okay. From the findings of a recent town hall investigation, it was observed that the mountains to the north and south of Ebi have a very brittle surface. The town hall declared that a landslide could occur at any given time, but the residents argued back, saying that in the last several hundred years, there's been no record of such a disaster. Sakuko says the divine protection of Inari-sama is actually what's protecting Ebi. I also remember her telling me with a straight face that when the residents no longer believe in Inari-sama, Ebi will return once again to an uninhabitable land. So I guess he is supposed to be Inari. There we go. First new thing. Let's keep going. You gonna say something different this time? But wasn't that girl dating the boy from the Iwai family? I guess money was more important in the end. Shh. Someone's gonna hear you. Yeah, I always hear you. All right, let's go. All right, we've got some new stuff for the puzzle. Who are you? Why do you always have to be different than everyone else, freak? Okay, so I assume everyone's gonna be doing the same thing. Folded letter. Hinako, I like you so much. I love you, I love you, I love you. You better not go anywhere. Don't you dare leave me behind. Okay. That was right. Who is this, though, with the short hair? So is this Sakuko this time? Huh. Another scarecrow. Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me. Ah, folded letter. I love you and Sakuko so much. I think I'd die if you ever left. Sakuko and I would probably bite off our tongues, gouge out our eyeballs, and use gardening shears to chop off all our fingers one by one. What is her problem? No, so I guess this is, still Rinko. Why is her hair short? Who are you? I'll be your friend. Otherwise, you'd be so miserably alone. Folded letter. Shu also loves you oh so very much. He said he's so in love with you. Every other girl to him is just a parasite that doesn't deserve to live. I wonder if he's going to kill me too. Hinako. If you leave Shu behind, he's going to kill the rest of us girls. Please, Hinako, save us. I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh my god. Weird. Weird. Oh, your ass doesn't have to be like right in my face. Who are you? Tell me truly. You two aren't anything more than friends, right? I've always been watching you when you weren't looking, you know. I've gotten on your nerves at least one time, right? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Is that the reason you don't want to stay with us anymore? What can I do to make you forgive me? What can I do to make you love Shu? Oh. That's an interesting perspective too, where even though she loves Shu, she also feels like when Hinako leaves, Shu is going to be awful. So there's that part of her that is like, no, I'd kind of rather you stay, because at least then Shu is happy and doesn't make them unhappy. Who are you? Yes. You. Yes, you. Hinako, I like you so much. I love you, I love you, I love you. Sakuko, Shu, and we all love everything about you, so please don't listen to that creepy guy. You can't believe a single word he says. Creepy guy? What creepy guy? Ooh. I should have known this puzzle was gonna add a little something. Okay. Good for you! To open drawers in place of a key. Oh. Interesting. I forgot that I did pick a different thing for puzzles. I tell you, I am getting sick of collecting things and not finding another Emma. I know that. I just want to be able to upgrade. The desk drawers in the teacher storage room have locks, but they're such bad quality that they're practically useless. Just the other day, I tried to use a hairpin to open it, and what do you know? It popped open. Okay, so this is for the... This is for this. I want silence. I want silence. I want no one else around here in town. Is that me? Because it sounds like me. So just the two of us can talk. Oh, maybe that's me talking to me. Opened all rooms and boxes. This is the one I was missing. Oh, wonderful. Diary of Revenge. And then, in the Edo period, Ebi witnessed another faith-changing event. I've been playing for so long without saying anything that, like, I almost forgot how to read. The divine tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of the Tsukumogami faith had taken root, and sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area. And so, a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. That next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumogami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Ebi. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Ebi has almost no likeness to that practice throughout the rest of Japan and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic divine story by the priests. This is the nonsense they came up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, the land lost its guardian, and the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they're convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukumogami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history, yet it's been mutilated time and again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. Who is writing this revenge stuff? Oh, thank you for giving me another one of these, because I have so much faith and so little Emma. Oh, here we go. Shoot. There's some new stuff for them. Oh, no. Oh, whoops. Okay. We've always had this unspoken rule that we shouldn't view each other as boys and girls, so we've always called each other partner growing up. But with time, our bodies slowly developed into that which we rejected. If I start viewing Shu as the man he's growing into, I feel like our precious relationship will come to an end, and the thought of losing him absolutely petrifies me. Shu is probably also starting to have the same thoughts as me, but he still treats me as his partner. I swear that I want to stay by Shu's side as his partner, and not in a romantic way either. But at the same time, there's some strange part of me that wants him to acknowledge me as a girl. Yeah, we know, you're conflicted. All right. Let's see what Junko says. I once went to see Junko in the hospital when she was pregnant. Her morning sickness was so bad that all she could manage between vomiting was groaning. Her hands were rough and chapped, and her face looked as though she had aged decades overnight. When I saw her like that, it was as if the sister that I adored had disappeared. This is what marriage does to a woman. It makes you end up like Junko, like mom. Oh, so you know what? Maybe the titty woman wasn't Hinako imagining what her future would be if she succumbed to, being a woman, or rather her seeing what Shu actually thought of her if she married somebody else and became a woman, that she'd become like this gross monster. Maybe that imagery came from how she saw Junko when she was pregnant. Oh, that's right. We just little face is like, ha ha. A large fox monster, ferocious and agile. On top of all that, he can even summon his underlings to the fray. His beautiful coat, however, is covered with putrid festers. The 7 lavish tails symbolize his youth and divinity. Oh, so he was a 7-tailed fox, but also I didn't see any putrid festers. Gross. Gross, she-chi-chi-be-be-be-be. Oh, there's a bunch of things I haven't been reading because I've just been speeding through here. What about the shrine? The believer's world and the god's realms are not impervious to change. No matter how revered a god may be, their believers can choose to worship another god, or the religion could prove impossible to preserve in its original form. The Tsukumogami faith, where one would worship old things, shifted over to Inari faith once the object of worship changed the moss-covered Inari statues. I'm sure that the mix of the Inari faith and Tsukumogami faith is only one of many cases. And once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object of worship. Oh, okay. All right, and locker. Yeah. Okay. We are all caught up. Yes! Fully upgraded health, sanity, and stamina. Now, is that for everything? Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just start drawing these like a mofo. 500. 600. 700. There's gotta be a max, right? Let's just keep going. Like, it has to be... There has to be a max at some point. And I feel like they would have made it so that, you had excess faith. So I'm just going to keep going. Oh my lord, how many are there? Are there duplicates? What? All available ones have been drawn. Yes. Ha. Sanity and stamina are unlimited, but Hinako will die instantly from any physical damage? No! Oh, increases max health, sanity, and stamina. So maybe I'll do the Kudzu Leaf. I can get rid of the one, performing a counter, greatly decreased stamina, and breath duration, stamina, and then, I will do the otter one. Whoa! Those are some really cool ones. Okay, let me record also. You know what's funny is it's kind of hard to get out of the habit of collecting items even though I have literally everything. I wish this part was a cutscene so you could skip it too. But a part of me feels like they didn't want it to be because they wanted you to notice that Junko was there. And like to look at all the people. Up I go to purify the sword. Up I go to purify the sword. This is going so fast now that I don't care about items anymore, even though I keep looking at them. I keep looking at them even though I don't need to. All right, let's purify this bad boy. Here we go. Da 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 da. Thank you for everything you've done. Helping me. I don't want to skip this cutscene just because. It's interesting though because it's like she's like, oh, you know, from now on I can stand on my own, but she still has the sword. So it's like, was she talking to whatever evil demonic thing had possessed the sword? She was saying like, listen, I don't need that terrible energy anymore. So I think from here, this is again like going to my house is where all of the things that are going to be different will be. We're being forced to abandon ourselves. We're being rushed. Into a mutually destructive conflict. Who is it that's playing with us like puppets? Huh. Okay, that's new. Okay. Give the brooch. And even though we watched this before, we'll watch it now. You've given me an amazing gift. Thank you so much. I especially want to see if it's different now that I actually purified the sword before giving it. But I need more time to find out if I'm worthy of accepting this. Okay. Okay. Wonderful, and then it just turns into jade or something. Cool. Alright, so that's done. I'm not even gonna look for anything there because it's just items at this point. Ladies, go. I don't want to have to deal with you. Keep walking. Keep walking. Alright, we're gonna run through this and again see if there's anything new. At least we know some of the puzzles are new, like the picture painting thing might be different this time. Oh, that's right. It says this boss has some kind of seal on it because I gave up the brooch. That's cool. Ah, yeah, this is different now. Now it's everybody but me is scribbled out. Everyone but me is scribbledy-bibbledy. So let's just turn them all upside down while I'm here. Because why not? Oh, you're already upside down. I got a fucking letter? Oh boy, I wasn't expecting there to be anything else new, but except in this house, so I gotta be more thorough going through here. Married couple's letter. Kimie. Tomorrow's the big day. I'm looking forward to seeing Hinako dressed as a bride. I still can't believe she's marrying that rich young man. We won't have to worry about money ever again. And I'm sure Hinako will be happy too. You must feel like a huge burden's been lifted off your shoulders. Let's take life easy now. We can fulfill that dream of yours of going to every onsen in Japan. If there are any other wishes you want to come true, just say the word. It's Mom's handwriting from here. Kanta, my dream is to hear you say such sweet words to me directly, not on paper. Okay. So we are going to now, I guess, get some glimpses into my parents. But also, yeah, that means I need to be a little more... I need to pay attention and not run around as crazy as I've been running around now that I know there's definitely new stuff in here. Oh! I'd always thought that that's just how things are. So when the offer for an arranged marriage came up, I thought, now it's my turn. Why did you choose to marry someone you didn't know? Well, our parents talked and brought in a matchmaker. And I was introduced to someone they felt was a good fit for me. Even though I had only just met this person, I could tell we would get along well. Marrying for love is nice, but love is blind. Once you're family, it's too late to worry about issues you have with your spouse. I still don't understand what you and other women are talking about. You want to have a happy marriage and lead a happy life, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. That's probably where me and you, me and everyone else, are different. Different? How? I don't think being happy is what matters most. I mean, I do want to be happy, but there's something more important than that. And what's that? Making my own decisions. I don't want people to make me happy. I want to choose to be happy. Even if I end up miserable, if it's because of what I chose on my own, then it's all worth it. People always say, a woman's happy when she has a dependable husband and a bunch of kids. I don't care. If I never experience any of that for the rest of my life, what's most important to me is not whether or not I'm happy, but if I can choose my own fate. I have to admit, that all sounds like an unrealistic ideal to me. But I don't think you're wrong about what you're saying. In another 100 years? No, perhaps sooner than that. There will come a time when true happiness is choosing your own path no matter the outcome. I obviously can't live in that world, but I hope you can, Hinako. Happiness is choosing your own path no matter the outcome. Not choosing your own path is the opposite of happiness. I won't be told what to do. My choices are my own. I mean, this is where she and I differ slightly, right? For me, like happiness and, your well-being is incredibly important, as is, being the captain of your own ship, so to speak. But there's a difference for me between choosing something and it not turning out the way I hoped and still being okay with the decision because I made it, and me preferring that to having a happy outcome from a decision someone else made. Like for me, my ideal is always going to be happy. And so if somebody chooses it for me and I'm happy, then I don't really care that it was chosen for me. But if somebody chooses for me and I'm miserable, I'm going to fucking hate that person. I'm going to hate my life because of the fact that I didn't choose. So in that regard, being able to choose is better because you're more willing to accept the outcome either way. Whereas when somebody else chooses your future for you, you're only willing to accept the outcome if it's positive, you know? So like, I understand where she's coming from, but it's more about the potentiality of it. If there was a certainty that somebody else choosing for me would result in me being happy, I feel like I would choose that because I know I'm going to be happy, but she wouldn't because she'd be miserable just because somebody else chose, you know? That's how I think we're different. What is this? Project from art class, my future self. Shimizu Hinako. The canvas is blank, but even now, imagining the countless possibilities of what I could fill all this blank space with makes me excited. Oh. Okay. All right, come on, Hinako. Your story is coming to a close. Just want to make sure I've gotten everything in here. Yes, okay. Out. Out, out, out. I do like the fact that the majority of like the new things are happening in her home because it makes sense considering all of this is rooted in family. You know, this whole thing is rooted in family and relationships. Did I ever go this way? I don't know. I hear you. I hear you, Snarly Snoofy. Snarly Snoofy! Stop Snoofy snarling! You stop it. You stop it. Stop! I love that mechanic, like, because of the Omamori now, that it's not just the sacred sword that replenishes, but anything that I'm not using at the time. Uh-huh. I don't need another kitchen knife. It is so hot. I'm saying things like we don't all know this. We don't all know that this is going to be like record heat because no one cared enough about climate change to want to do anything about it. They're all like, who cares? We're all old, dusty, rich people. We'll all be dead by the time our comeuppance comes. And everybody else can deal with everything being fucked. You know what's funny too is I hadn't even thought about Junko getting pregnant. Because nobody really talked about Hinako having like a niece or nephew. The bird door. That looks different. Like in one of the other versions of the house, like the bird door was on a flat, like in a straight hallway, right? Oh, that was too, ew. That was farther. Wait, is it all pointing at me? It looks like it's like pointing towards me here. Unless that's just a coincidence. This is like the last official playthrough. You know, so whatever happens here with this playthrough, I think is going to be like the true ending. And so I'm very excited to see. Because I've been... What? I've been pleased with how things have been building up, you know, from one playthrough to the next. Even though I'm not necessarily thrilled about the fact that, you know, new content became so sparse, I feel like they could have done even more to make these subsequent playthroughs go faster. And we're back in here. And then we're gonna get the scream again, right? Mm-hmm. Neat. The other thing, too, that I like about this section is that you can kind of keep going back through it just in case there are rooms that you think you may have forgot to open. Oh. Hinako, would you come over here? Oh, so instead of facing myself this time, I'm facing my mom? I would like to correct some of your assumptions. Assumptions? I know that you think that I'm too weak, that I smooth things over and never stand up to your father. No, Your father can be ill-tempered sometimes. I know. But really, he's just shy and acting strong in front of his daughters. Then what about the times he yelled and threw things across the room? You don't know this. But your father had a long-time dream. He wanted to open a small shop with a friend. He did? Yes. Sit down. It's 1:15. Let's hear his sob story. Your father had a friend who was very dear to him from his time on the boat. He always said how they were as close as brothers. But one day, something must have happened. He took all of your father's money, and he disappeared. What? I'm sure he had his own reasons for what he did. He really did seem like a nice person. And? Your father, he was very hurt by that betrayal. And he couldn't keep his anger inside. But even so, he would always apologize after he calmed down. Abusers usually do say they're sorry after they're done abusing. And yet, he was reluctant to come off as a weak father. You should know what pride means to a man. But still, that's no excuse for the pain he caused. Hinako, I know you think that. Well, she's right. A married woman is supposed to subject herself to her husband's... I didn't see what that last word was. But you know, married women aren't as weak or helpless as you think we are. Your father might put on a tough face in front of you two. But when you're not around, he's a whole different man. Your mother and father got into a big fight once. Really? I never knew that. Tell me more things that don't excuse this. That time I completely ignored him until he came to apologize. I acted normally when you two were around, of course. Not only that, I made his meals out of all the food that he hates. And for the tea that I gave him, I wrung dirty rags into it. You did? I don't believe it. Your father? He caved in just 3 days. After you and Junko went to bed, he bowed low right over there, head to the floor. Dad did that? Really? Sure he did. Whenever your father and I got into a serious argument, he knew that against me, he never had a chance. But Hinako, that was just how life went with the two of us. I'm sorry for making you worry. I'm so sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I truly am. I mean, none of this changes anything. Like, she's so apologetic for the ways of the time that she even forgave the dude who stole her husband's money. She's like, I'm sure he had his reasons. He was a nice guy. You know, but it is important here for her to say that she's sorry for making Hinako worry, because again, the dynamic between her and her husband is a lot of what fueled her fear about growing up and about what her future's going to be, you know? Thank you for telling me all of it. Mom. You know, and it goes a long way for her not hating her mother and, you know, not feeling like, again, because the thing that she hated her mother for most was that she saw her as weak, that she didn't stand up for them and she didn't stand up for herself. And so I feel like this addresses that part of their dynamic more than it would ever address the fact that the father turned his inability to deal with things in a healthy way and his pride and his ego and what it meant to be a man in that time, that he wasn't able to set that aside and be better for the sake of his family, you know, and instead he chose abuse. Which is sad because that's still the case now for so many men. You know, the fact that in the 2020s, we can have the same kind of joke that would have probably worked 500 years ago, where it's like, man, men would do anything except go to therapy, you know? It's sad. Anyway, letter from my uncle. Kanta, I shall be brief and to the point. It is very unfortunate about Kimie. I'm sorry. And I understand why you want her to go ahead with the surgery. But surgery can do more harm than good. Remember how mother never properly recovered after hers? I understand how you feel, I really do. But please reconsider before taking on debt for an operation that might not even make her better. Wouldn't Kimie rather you try to enjoy the time you have left together? Either way, you need to talk it out with Kimie first. Knowing you, you probably haven't said a word of this to her yet, have you? I can't cover the whole operation, but I'll send what little I have to spare. Buy Kimie something nice with it, got it? Shotaru. Oh. So her problem wasn't like her having another pregnancy or something and that being why she had all these pains in her stomach, but there was something else. Did she have like a stomach tumor or something? Okay, white and black fought. Let's see. I just need to put it there so that I can be in my journal. Okay. White and black fought, battling upon a set of scales. Okay. So let's just go piece by piece. The scales are going to go here then. That's black. That's white. Okay. Yet neither wanted for the scales, for what they desired was simply a quiet, gray place where they could belong together. So now they want to be next to each other. Whether we flee or spread our wings and fly is our decision alone, one to make only once we're ready. They had no use for those who towered from the heavens, imposing their will on others. So they just want to be together. They don't care about this, so I guess the heavens can go away, and they don't want the scales either. Whoops. So am I just... Wait, did I already try that? So should the heavens go on the bottom? Wait. They don't need that? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea, but whatever. Oh! Hinako, can we talk? What do you want? I wanted to apologize to you. For what? I've been a horrible father. For the longest time, I yelled at you, scared you. I'm sorry. You're apologizing for that now? You think that's just gonna erase what you did? You made us all suffer for so long. You seriously think that gets you off the hook? No. I know it's not enough. I know you can't forgive me. I understand. I truly do. But please, at least let me apologize. It's okay if you don't forgive me. You're just apologizing because you want to feel better about yourself. I won't have it. Get out of here. Even now. I'm terrified that you might blow up and throw a knife at me again. I'm sorry. I believed that a proper father should be feared by his children. I was wrong. Well, there's no taking it back now, is there? Get out. Get out of my life. So is other Hinako going to be like, hey, shush? Yeah. Listen to him. He's actually apologizing. Huh? Whether or not we forgive him is up to us. Even so, I think it's important for us to hear him out. At least he's sorry. Why should it matter to me if he's sorry? Because he's family, that's... You heard Mom, right? Dad was betrayed by a friend. He was suffering. Oh, he was suffering, so I'm just supposed to forgive him? I won't. I refuse. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't have to forgive him. And you don't have to listen to any of his excuses or apologies either. But still, like it or not, he's family. I don't like this angle. And so, even if you can't let it go, just let him speak. He's still our father, and we're still his daughter. Maybe Mom could forgive him for what he's done, but I can't. I won't. You know, you and I are bound to Dad by ties of blood. That Mom and Dad don't share that bond. Mom's only bound by marriage. Yet she still listened to him. She even had the courage to forgive him. We should listen to him. His own flesh and blood should be willing to hear him out. I know you're scared of him. I'm scared too. I know you can't forget what he did, and maybe he doesn't deserve a clean slate. But please, I'm begging you to listen to him. Not just for his sake, but for your sake too. Please, just listen. If what I did taught you to fear men, to never trust them, then I was a poor teacher. I might be hopeless, but not all fathers are. Koroyuki isn't like me. He's an upstanding young man. He can give you a good life, a happy life, I'm sure of it. Your old friend Shu was a respectable man too. I always thought the two of you could build a happy home together. But no, how I feel about any of it is beside the point. It's your choice to get married or not, and I'll support your choice. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I want you to be free of this curse of mine. I just want you to be happy. I'm so sorry. So I feel like this is why he was crying in the other cutscene, where he was like, you can't come here. I'm still scared. And I still don't forgive you. But at least I finally understand you. Okay. Well, that's the best one can ask. I was gonna say, you know, it is good that they made the point that the apology was for them to be able to hear it Whether they forgive him or not isn't the point. It's just that this is something that they deserve to have said to them, you know? I don't like the whole angle of like, well, he's family, so hear him out. To me, it should just more so be like, listen, this is somebody who hurt you for the sake of your understanding, which is the point they eventually got to. But like, for the sake of you at least having closure on that aspect of it, you should listen. I also don't like the framing of forgiving someone who hurt you as courage. Because that's something too. I remember hearing somebody say recently, this woman was saying that people think she's weak because her husband kept cheating on her, but she took him back. And she was like, no, like she thinks that it takes courage to be able to stay with someone and still stand behind them and still stand up for your marriage. And I'm like, no, we need to not reframe or like recontextualize what it means to be strong in a way that normalizes excusing people for distrust. You're not stronger than a woman who says that she's not going to stay with a man who is not living up to the standards she sets for herself in her relationships. Didn't get me that time either. It's just weird. It's like you can say that this is the choice that you made for yourself, but to me, it's weird to frame that choice as being, you know, in some way, again, superior. If you want to stay with a man who cheats on you, stay, but don't make it like it's some brave act. And like, as opposed to somebody who decides that they want to leave and be in a relationship with somebody that's going to actually make them happy. Like, oh, that person's just, you know, they're taking the easy, stupid way out. Like, that's dumb. That's silly, guys. We've gotten a lot of context. We've gotten so much context. And now it's time to go into this part. Hopefully this will be a new cutscene now that we've had this whole thing with Mama and Papa. Like, why would we go into this and then still beat their ass? You know what I mean? If there are no letters to be found in this area, then I shall move forward. Oh, well, that's not what I meant to push. I was like, I might as well use one, even though it's going to regenerate on its own. Is this the same? Nope, this is new. She's like, oh my God. Oh my lordy Jeebus. Why? Why did it have to come to this? It's Hinako. She's back. About time. We've been waiting for you. There's the nasty thing of meat, delicious, salty maggot meat. Hinako, you're late. Finally, we're about to get started here. That's the same. Do it, Kanta. You're the best for abusing your family. This is a new cutscene, though, so let's see what's new. Okay, then. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to witness a master with a blade. You dare disrespect me? That'd be funny if what was new this time was like Shu came in and just karate chopped the blade out of his hand. Or is what's different the fact that there's all the flowers and stuff now? Is it just the setting, but not actually what happens? Why? What is this? Who are you? Who the hell? What the hell are you? Oh no, this is different. My parents, don't you touch them! Leave them alone! Okay. Okay, so we're doing this again, eh? Alright. I'm going with the sword this time. Leave my mom alone! Ouch! Stop making me fight my own mother and father. This game has made you do it. You have to address all of your family problems, and this is how we do it. Ouch. No, Mom, don't do that to me. No. Ouch, Mom, stop it. I'm trying to save you from yourselves. I don't recall raising such a naughty child. Well... Mom, chill. You know nothing of a parent's struggles. Why are you doing this, Hinako? Why are you doing this, Mom? It's because you've been taken over by the rot. Hinako, is this what you really want? Yes. Wait, what happens if I just don't fight them? Well, it's too late actually now to to worry about that because, well, she's on the floor now. I laid her out. And so that's just what we're gonna have to deal with right now. Okay, well, that was my fault. I didn't dodge, but I'm gonna cut you with this. It's fine. Is this the same? Well, why is this part the same? Why was that part the same? That didn't make sense to have the same conclusion. Okay, well, whatever. Head to the next room. Can you believe I forgot again what happens here? Even though, again, I just played this game, I play it 4 times. And still, when I get to this part, I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. Let's go through this real fast. It's the last damn time. Anything cool to see in here? Oh, no, I didn't want the divine water. Damn it. The time for rebirth is now. Respect us, serve us, become the good and clever woman you ought to be. Our clan? Yes, Hinako, have you not been keeping up with the Joneses? Okay, I'm not putting the crest in yet. I'm just gonna go. What is this? Pick up. Scroll of Discipline. Realize your good fortune. This miracle is more than you deserve. Huh. Gratitude isn't something you demand. Uh-oh. Hinako's dropping bars now. The banquet's come to a close, has it? Are there any secrets for me? What the fuck? Everyone must be wishing for festivities to last more. Okay. I did not know that that was a thing that I could do. And this is my 4th playthrough and I didn't do it. That's why. See, I was like, the whole time I was like, how am I supposed to know which doors to go through? Only the first one had a thing pointing. Well, it's because I was supposed to be doing that the whole freaking time. Okay. So all this time I've been missing scrolls. Forget your lowly upbringing. Pitiless parents and foolish friends must all be cast aside. I acknowledge my foolishness, but don't say such things to my parents and friends, you motherfucker. I can't believe this entire time I've been missing that. Also, hold on 1 second. I had to resituate myself in front of the fan. Wow. Okay, guys, well... So can I just keep doing that? So can I do that here too? I can. Wow, that's super dumb that I missed that this entire time. And it's not like I missed the fact that there was a circle there. It's just, I thought it was just a stylistic thing. So that tells me this whole fucking time I could have been getting extra scrolls. Scroll of Discipline. Even ignoble mortal blood may serve its purpose. Be grateful you were chosen for such an honor. Blood of the mortal realm. Not once did I ask to be chosen. Yeah, you tell them. You tell them in the scrolls that I'm only now collecting. Wow. I could have been getting so, like, more, so many more of the, I don't know why I said it like that, but, you know, because each one of the scrolls I read was different depending on which playthrough I was on, I could have been getting even more little insights. But you know what? That's the kind of thing that, at this point, I will just go online and look up. Is there another scroll out here? Yes. With her blood shall our clan prosper. May our ancestors rejoice. Am I just soil in which you can sow your oats? Don't be ridiculous. Oh. You didn't have to put it that way, Hideko. That was kind of nasty. That was kind of gross how you said it. Not gonna lie. Okay, but let's go. Let's go speed on through. Now that we know how to pick the right doors. Oh, for the love of God. Come close. Women must submit to men. Kotoyuki is still but a fledgling. Come, and we shall treat you as we see fit. Look into my eyes. Stop it! Who is talking? Is it the god? Was I right? Was I right that it wasn't Kotoyuki that was in charge of all this mess? Okay, anyway. Two chicks confide in one another in their shells. Okay, so we're going to be looking at each other, maybe? A fox watches over them in the light of his lantern. Nobody knows when or even if the eggs will hatch. Not even the chicks themselves. Also, let me just clear this up. Is there anything else that I still... Oh, yeah. We got some stuff to read. About Junko. Junko says that she's happy, but I just don't get it. Neither she nor my mom ever look happy. Then again, when I tell her about my ideas of happiness, she just says that those don't sound very happy to her at all. What matters most to my sister are results. What matters most to me is choice. Like in this framing, this is basically what I was saying. She cares more about choosing regardless of the outcome, whereas I care about whether or not I chose depending on the outcome. So that's how we're a little bit different. And I guess I am a little bit more like Junko in that respect. Anyway, even if it's what makes my sister happy, if I can't make my own choices, then I'll be unhappy forever. But if what makes me happy doesn't give my sister the result she wants, then she'll be unhappy. Though our concepts of happiness may differ, I think as sisters, we can respect each other's version of it and take comfort when we know the other has found it. True dat. All right, let's see what we've got to say about Dad. After Dad saved up enough money from fishing, he decided to start up a restaurant with his longtime friend, someone who was like a little brother to him. That friend, however, stabbed him in the back and ran off with all of his money, leaving him with nothing but debt. Apparently, that's when things really started heading south for my dad. I mean, I do sympathize with him, but his past is his problem, not mine, and it definitely doesn't excuse him from making every day a living hell for me. When it's just him and my mom, he apologizes for the life of poverty he's forced us into due to his debts. According to Mom, there's nothing more shameful in this world to a father than letting his daughter see his weak side. If he acts the way he does to me just to hide something as dumb as that, then I think I might just go crazy right now. This house is theirs. It has nothing to do with me. I was just born here. I may be Hinako, the little bird, but I have wings of my own, and if he doesn't care about how I want to live my life, then I'll just spread my wings and fly away. Wherever I choose to go will be entirely up to me. All right, then, Mom. Why did my mother even marry him in the first place? How could anyone possibly call themselves happy having to spend their entire life with someone like him? Mom once told me a husband and wife support each other for the whole of their lives in sickness and in health. You see, it took me a long time to recover after giving birth to you. I caused your father a lot of trouble with my mood swings, but no matter how much I complained, he stood by me through it all without so much as a frown. I know he may not have turned out to be much of a father to you girls, but all in all, he's been a good enough husband to me. Oh, I'm sure that makes them feel much better. Okay, so I was right. It was difficulty with the pregnancy, not like some illness. I just didn't know if it was difficulty with a pregnancy, like another one, or if it was Hinako's. Because I could have sworn Hinako was around when she was having that issue. Or maybe that was after. Maybe it was the fact that, like, the difficulty she had with the pregnancy lasted forever. And so that's why later on, Hinako was able to go and get, like, medication for her. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Oh yeah, and their shelf. He watches over. So it could be that the two of them are here, and then he's watching over here. Like, they're both in their shells. She's in there, and she's in there. I got that shit in one go, guys. Heck yeah. All right, let's go save. I mean, this is all rounding everybody's things out pretty nicely, I'd say. They didn't really focus so much on Sakuko and Rinko in terms of her having something to work out. It was more so that they had something they had to work out with themselves. And so I like the fact that, we got to see that in the last playthrough. We got to see them contending with their stupidity. No, this is not the same. Get your big hand out of my face. This will also skip content you... No. Don't skip. I've come this far. I'm not missing a single fucking cutscene. Oh, this is new. I'm hoping to finish getting through this quickly because I'm pretty sure my neighbor is about to have some loud ass noise happening soon. Just stop, please. How much more do you have to torture me before you're happy? Okay, was that it? Okay. Is this new? Yes. Finally, this one's new. I also love the fact that, like, the closer I came to understanding myself, she started to understand what the Hinako was saying. But anyway, something about, like, why do you want to be treated like objects for them or something? Whatever she just said. My anger, my sadness. I pass them all on to you. Let me go. Is this how you want to live your life? I know that when you look at me, all you see is some dumb little girl being held up by a shiramuku. But I'm not just a pet to coddle and keep happy. I would rather suffer and find my own way. That's happiness. That's how I want to live. You feel no regret, do you? So you can vow to own this decision and not blame others no matter what happens? This is the choice that we have made. We will shape our own destiny. We've agonized over it enough. I really don't want to see that up close. And have made our choice. We will not be anybody's little puppet any longer. Ew. Okay, we'll skip that. Guys, shut the F up. Oh, that's right, we still have Dolly to contend with here. Alright, what are you saying this time, Dolly? Play with me forever. No, I'd rather not. Alright, what have you got to say this time? I am the only one who truly cares about Shimizu Hinako's happiness. Alright, it says you. Last time. She's standing up now. She's like, I'm standing 10 toes down. If you dare to submit to the foxes, I shall curse you. I wonder, Dolly, do you even have the power to do anything? Boy, you know what? I am proud of myself, though, that I stuck with it. I said I was going to do all the endings, and I meant it. They're twisted, just like me. I need to keep moving. I can't stop now. Well, nobody's stopping you now. You've tied all of the emotional loose ends. Except one. Seeing who is behind all of this puppeteering. Who are you? Why are you trying to control me? It's so interesting, because before she was thinking it, now she's like, you're not actually who I think you are, Dolly. I won't let things go your way. I figured it out. I know what it is that I'm after. Oh, do you? Alright, let's take another knife. Let's take a new axe. I have a feeling we're finally going to get to see what the dragon looks like. That's what I'm thinking. We are ready to roll. No, you know what? We're just going. I'm good. I'm good with whatever we've got now. I'm ready. I'm ready for this to be done. And of course, this I'm assuming is going to be the true story ending. And then whatever the UFO shit is, that's going to be a silly thing. Maybe I'll just do that at another time. But this is what we're here for. And we don't need to see this. This is not new. On to the last ending, guys. My God. I said I'd do it and I did it. Yeah, this is new. Okay.
ひなこ
Hinako.
あなたひなこなの
Are you Hinako?
お姉ちゃん、
Junko. You and me?
私は
Everyone?
私たちは誰かの
Someone is toying with all of us.
どういうこと
What do you mean?
私を嫁がせ
One of them wants to marry me off. The other one wants to stop the wedding.
私を
This whole time, they've been pitting me against myself.
そんなことって
But that's...
とてもとても
It's been an awful, agonizing ordeal, but I think I get it now.
ようやくそれに気づけたの。人に
Everyone is always pressuring us, rushing us, forcing us.
それをせかすこと。私たちは
But these are battles that we both have to
いけないっ
fight.
て気づけたから。ごめんね、お姉ちゃん。
I'm sorry, Junko.
ごめんね。
I'm sorry, Mom and Dad.
お母さん。私、やっぱり親不孝者だと思う。
I know I've been a terrible daughter.
でも
But if you truly want nothing more than for me to be happy,
幸せを願っていてくれるなら、この冒険
then please,
どうか
let me
許して
do this. I like how this time Junko just stands aside. This is my decision to make.
そして私たちを
I'll never be just some puppet to be toyed with and tossed aside. Never. I mean, again, though, this is what Dolly wants, though. But then again, she did say that she doesn't care what the outcome is as long as she's making the decision. So even if she's choosing to do what this other entity wants, the fact that she's choosing it is what she cares about, even if it's going to lead to destruction. Hey,
どうし
me.
て私たちを
Why must we fight to the
や
death
らなければならない
just for one of us to survive this nightmare?
どうして私たちを
Why do we have to bleed
殺し合うしか
just to begin seeing eye to eye? Uh-oh. Oh, oh. They're both being puppeted. I'm telling you, it's like the two... Is it the two gods? Are we finally gonna see it? Yes! For eons, all this rage and spite have festered within me, and to this day smolder yet. You puny and insignificant wretch. Such rubbish means nothing to me. Hinako, what is this? Kotoyuki! Kotoyuki!
まれに人里に
Once in a blue moon,
真意を宿した希少な
humankind produces an extraordinary girl who is blessed with divine power. Yeah, that's not him, that's another one.
のようなものだ
Upon her birth, a spell is placed on our clan's successor
我らは一族
that stirs within him a desperate desire
そのものを
to go and seek out that extraordinary girl
まじないをかけた
and make her his wife.
何を言って
What are you? In the past, we relied on our cunning, seducing our brides with clever deceits. But this generation's heir is a fool. Failing to charm his bride-to-be demonstrates what an inexperienced failure he is. Kotoyuki, no. You're not a fool. He just... all he wanted was for us to get married and be happy together. He tried so hard. He was all alone all that time. Don't laugh. I'm like, that's annoying. Don't you dare laugh at him. What he suffered, you will never understand, you monster. Oh boy, now I'm fighting a blue. Defeat the god. Oh, I gotta fight both? At first I wasn't interested at all. Here we go again with me trying to fight and read at the same time. But as I got to know him better, I realized I had to think just as long and hard as he did. Okay. And so have I. I was scared and wanted to escape. I was afraid that no matter what, oh, he might someday become like my father. That's not what she said, I don't think. I'm not trying to skip that. Don't laugh. The only one who gets to laugh at me is my future self. That's me. Oh, wait. No. Now's the time. Now's the time here. Now is the time. What will I lose? What will change? What will happen? They say a woman finds happiness when she's loved by a man. Well, those magic words don't help me feel better at all, actually. This. Give you a little bit of the knife. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Oh, ouch! Okay, so they're still gonna come after me. So maybe I should just attack him anyway. Oh! Wait, let's do this. And then this. Nope. Because with Kotoyuki, it was like I couldn't hit him, but at least this one I can still hit. Oh my god. Oh, but he actually hits them too, so yeah, I'm not worried about them as much. Oh, I just realized too, I have my thing. I'm all up in your butt. I just realized too, it didn't say his name. I'm just fighting the gods. Okay. I don't want to accidentally hit anything. We're unsure of whether or not we have the courage to spread our wings and overcome it at all. I forgot that she was talking. Where are we going? I'm channeling my inner gamer. You're not gonna hit her. Never again. Knife! No! I told you no. Ouch. Well, okay. I didn't know you were gonna do that. That's fine, though. Knife. Where are you? Oh! I didn't have time to hit the button. Oh, I don't have any stamina. Hit! Yeah! I like this fight. I like fighting both of them. Oh, I saw a counter! Shit. Okay. The third one I actually tried to dodge and I just didn't. There we go. What? I didn't see it, but I heard it. I'll just use these until my knife and everything comes back. Oh! Oh my god. He threw me on the floor. Ow. Let's not die. Okay, let's not do that right now. We've come so far. Just focus on him. Just focus on him. Who cares what his little minions are doing? If you really want to marry me, then know this. She's like, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. No one, and I mean no one, laughs at Kotoyuki. Oh wait, let me get out of the way. Hold on. Health. Out. I'm grateful for this arm I've been given. I don't know what our futures will look like, but no matter what we choose in the end, we'll face it. And if we don't agonize over that decision, then it won't matter what we choose. Just let us think over our lives in silence. We don't need your meddling. Okay, so it's my time to be done with this one. This is our struggle, ours and only ours. You do not get to toy with us. Oh, this is... Oh, wait, I have things. Ouch. Can you let me repair my thing? Thank you. And then let me take a health. Thank you. I keep dodging too early with him. Oh god. Huh? This is very slow. This is a very slow weapon to... But I'll try anyway. Okay. Okay, I'm in sort of a groove. Sort of. Huh? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen if I just left him be. Oh, are you kidding? That is obnoxious. I should have regained some of this. Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you, that was a good Omamori to choose. One that, like, lets the things regenerate. Ouch. Sorry, knife. Knife. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, fuck Dolly up. Lying to me this whole time. Sorry. I'll make sure to perform the last rites. Uh-oh. Are you two okay? Over there, hurry. Uh-oh. In here. I'm deeply sorry. He has had much to drink for his first wedding in many moons. He's normally so kind. What do we do? Just leave this matter to me for now. Kotoyuki, you could... Apologies. While I tried to give you everything, I failed to realize what you desire most. Now I know. We both share the same desires. I want to know whether my love for you is more than the mere whim of a spell. Daddy's angry. Please leave. Oh boy. If the love you have for us was real, I hope we can meet again. We'll think it through slowly and carefully.
しておき
We'll
ます
have our answer ready. Oh. I thought they were gonna get a kiss, but, you know, there's 3 of them, so... Okay, where am I? I'm overlooking Ebi. Is that it? Because oh my god. Every single ending we've had so far has had something after the credits. We still have the whole thing where the geysers were blowing up and everyone was being told to evacuate. Oh, I can skip the credits now? Letter from Kotayuki. The days have grown warmer where I am. What is it like in Ebi? I can still recall the startling beauty of dandelions peeking out through cracks in stone walls. I would like to express my appreciation for the letter you sent me. It was quite enlightening. I'll follow in your footsteps and start by simply trying to enjoy life. As per your recommendation, I purchased sauce-flavored senbei for the first time just the other day. I must have been quite a sight to see. A man dressed in a suit, buying cheap rice crackers and eating them with children outside the candy store. The children laughed when they saw me, saying that real grown-ups don't buy such cheap snacks. And so, I explained to them how I wasn't able to eat many treats as a child, which is why I'm eating them now. When they heard that, they began swarming around me and telling me all the different delicious ways you can eat sauce-flavored senbei. Though, I must say, I was taken aback when a child suggested I try putting strawberry jam on it. Imagine such a scene. A full-grown man eating snacks with children. While I was rather embarrassed, I felt like I'd regained part of my lost childhood. I intend to become reacquainted with my inner child, discover my own dreams, and live life to the fullest. And once I've done so, I hope to reevaluate my feelings for you. Okay. So is that me reading that last letter?
私たちの人生
So,
どんな風に生きようね
what should we do about our future?
琴雪さんみたいに
Kotayuki gave me an idea.
誰かを
He
す
grew
ごく好きに
to love someone deeply,
その人のために
to do
も
anything,
のすごく努力して
everything he could for them.
情熱のすべて
I
を
want to live a
包み
life
込むような
that full of passion,
一途で
of purpose,
一生懸命に
to pour my whole heart into things,
今度は
to live with such passion that I might actually propose to Kotoyuki
勢いで一生懸命
when I'm ready.
私は まだ決まってない
I also want to pour my heart into something.
とにかく何かに一生懸命
Not sure what yet, though.
何それ
Very specific. It's quiet here, isn't it?
誰も邪魔
No one to tell us what to do or bother us.
いるのは
It's
私
nice.
たちだけ
Just the two of us.
私たちだけで
Just the two of us to decide where to go. Oh, I thought she was going to say something else. That's why I did the inflection that way. I don't think it's ever been this quiet in Ebi.
初めてかも
It's really beautiful.
ここは私た たちだけ
And
の
it's all
静
ours.
寂のエビスが
Our silent Ebby
だね。
together. So did it flood? Can I skip this too? I mean, I don't really want to, but I also want to see if there's another thing. Ebby, we need to talk about our future. Complete the game with puzzle difficulty set to story. Ebby in silence. And so this last one is the UFO one. So, I mean, we've talked so much about this game that I feel like I've kind of worn out on talking about it. Ignoring all of the layers, right? I feel like this goes back to, I guess, the joke I made probably in the very first episode where I think I joked about this being like Silent Hill Forte or Fortissimo, whatever it is, loud. And that ultimately this was about her needing to be able to sit in silence, to not have to hear the screaming townspeople, the screaming women, the screaming babies, to hear all these things that are trying to tell her what she should do with her future, that she needed time to really sit down with herself and think about the future that she wants, and that even though that has to be a struggle, it doesn't have to be a fight. It just has to be you taking time to understand and not have other people manipulating your decision as you go. And so I'm glad that her story was resolved in that way. As for the stuff with the gods, I feel like that wrapped up in kind of a weird way. Like, I do like the fact that with Kotoyuki, I guess it explained what happened to him. Like, yes, this was his ancestor because he's a Seneki, so he's from the Fox clan. And this time, I guess the fox bit him, putting the spell on him in that moment and doing it specifically so he'd encounter Hinako. For that layer of the story with like the folklore and the myth and the magic, it didn't really explain, at least like maybe if I have to sit on it for longer to think about how it explains it, if it does, why Hinako's blood was special. And as far as the geysers are concerned, like again, the way that they showed Ebby made it look like Ebby flooded. So I feel like at least with that layer of the story, everything came to a head. So my main question then is this the true ending, meaning this is how things actually resolve themselves? And every other ending prior to this, even though they stacked upon one another, was every other ending just exploring what could have happened? Like, these are all the different ways that this decision could go for a woman in this time. And that this is how it ends up, like at the end, where you actually just have to sit there and think about it. You know, like that's just the ultimate good ending, true ending, is that you just shut out all the noise and think about it. You don't let somebody manipulate you with drugs, even if it's like your really close friend. You don't let somebody manipulate you by trying to like love bomb you. You don't allow yourself to be controlled or puppeted by fear either because of what you witnessed with your parents and what you witnessed in the town. Like, you just have to sit with yourself and think. And this is ultimately the only good one. No matter how it turns out, no matter what the future actually is, the good ending is to just sit down and think about it. In the midst of all this happening, like, time is still passing in the background. But that's a separate issue with whatever's going on with the two of them, or whatever's going on with Hinako, that she has to make a future for herself, and that, you know, with time, just like Ebby will change and Ebby might be forgotten and its traditions might be forgotten, the way things were for them might be forgotten, and they might grow up to see that change and to at least have chosen for themselves to see that change. I don't know. I think I've just I've played this so fucking much that it's like, what am I even doing anymore? What happens if I hit continue from here? I'm just curious. Journal updated. Kotoyuki. I cannot begin to fathom everything he's endured just to ask for my hand. Forced to turn away from all the simple pleasures every child should enjoy, and all for my sake. I can tell that his love for me is real. The desire to reciprocate his feelings dominates half of me. Even now, the two me's continue their petty war, each attempting to kill the other for control over my body. I cannot guarantee that I'll become what you want me to be. Would you still be willing to wait for me, Kotoyuki? A large fox monster possessing 9-tail. Oh, so he's the 9-tail. It is known all over East Asia, including China and Japan, and is said to cause chaos by shape-shifting into human form. However, in Japan, it is worshipped as the god Inari's messenger. That is it. But man, this was a fascinating story. Not so much the plot, but how they chose to explore it and how they chose to layer metaphor on top of history, on top of everything else. Like, this was just a pleasure to play through. So yeah, the next time you see anything from this, it'll just be hopefully a very short video of me just running through to do the UFO ending. And then I am done. Silent Hill F can Silent Hill F off. But I really want to hear from you. I want to hear from you any thoughts that you have that I haven't explored, because I feel like my brain is fried. I don't even remember 90% of what we went through, but I do feel like I talked about it enough while playing that that's fine at this point. But I definitely want to hear from you and how you interpret their relationships, how you interpret the meaning of each of the endings. If you do feel like I do feel that, I don't know why I put it that way, but if you feel the same as I do, that this is the good ending, or at least that this is the real ending. You know, like that it's still up in the air if it's good or bad, because we still don't know what the future holds for them. Just that it's good in the sense that at least they get to choose. I'm very curious about that. And again, for anyone who has actually watched all of these videos, all of these playthroughs, I super appreciate it. Now that I've gotten some of the longer games that I've been working on out of the way, I'll be back to playing some short kind of one-off videos, you know, videos that are like 20 to 30 minutes. But thank you either way for sticking with me in the channel. I hope all of you are safe. I hope all of you are doing wonderfully. I hope that if any of you are fighting your own inner selves to figure out what your future is going to be, you're able to come to a less violent conclusion as well, where you can also have the peace to decide. Last thing I'm only noticing now is that for the different endings, you have like the pill, then you have the Tsukumogami, then you have the one with the Tsukumogami and the fox and the bird. With that, another game down on the channel. Though this one took a lot out of me. I look forward to seeing what's next. So thank you one final time, and I'll be back soon with another video.